Hey everybody, it's me in my new studio. Thanks for joining me. We're gonna keep it short and sweet, or that's the idea. We'll definitely be getting into the hips and the shoulders today. So thanks for coming. And we'll just start in child's pose. So reaching those arms out in front, bringing the big toes to touch, sitting those hips back towards the heels. And beginning to settle into that breath. With some nice deep inhales through the nose. Open mouth exhales, empty out the lungs. Big breath in, feeling up that backside body, feeling the rib cage expand. Exhaling, feeling shoulders soften, face soften, hips soften. Nice big breath in. And complete breath out. And then beginning to find that ujjayi breath, that audible in, that audible out. That will begin to carry you through your practice. That will begin to give you the ability to find connection. Give you the ability to create awareness. Give you the ability to open up. And the ability to let go. And as you come into that ujjayi breath, that audible in, and that audible out, you sit with that sound, you sit with that vibration. You begin to soften into any intentions or dedications that might speak to you here in this space. Offering up some of the energy we create here on our mats. And just giving it direction with thought. It's the same thing as when you're thinking about somebody and all of a sudden they call you. Those words, whether spoken out loud or quietly inside of our heads, they matter. So offering up this practice as a way to move energy in a direction that benefits perhaps not only you, but the world around you. And breathing into that big inhale. Then open mouth exhale, sends it out. Deep breath in. And complete breath out. Inhale. And exhale. And then we'll inhale, begin to take your gaze out in front, rolling up into those hands and knees. And from that space, fingers spreading nice and wide, right up underneath your shoulders. Knees will be right up underneath the hips. And we'll just begin to open the body up with some cat-cows. I'm offering up today, taking those palms and turning the thumbs towards the front of the mat and the fingers out, just to create something a little bit different. It also kind of lets the shoulders soften down the back in a different way, and we'll let the belly button drop, the tailbone rise, the gaze goes up. And on the exhale, begin to hollow out the belly, draw the chin towards the chest and drawing the rib cage in, and inhaling, shoulders go soft, heart lifts. Exhaling, letting that tailbone slide down as you push the backside of the body away, up into the sky. Inhaling, collarbone area begins to smile. And exhaling, low belly softens in. 2 more, just like that. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Matters what it feels like. Breath in. And breath out. And then inhaling, coming back into a neutral spine. And on your exhale, you're going to take those hands, if you can, and flip them so the palms face your knees. And if this is too challenging for you, the hands can stay out to the sides. Either way, we're going to start to push those hips back. So thumbs facing forward, fingers facing out, fingers facing towards the knees, thumbs facing out. Wherever you're at, just begin to send those hips back and you'll start to feel a nice opening through the forearms and the hands. And breathe. Let that feel good. Hands and the feet. Such a huge part of our ability to move through the world, oftentimes taken for granted. And then inhale, bring it back up into the neutral spine, hips over shoulder or over knees, and exhale, shake those hands out to start. Yeah. And then we'll take that right hand, place the back side of the hand down, and just begin to straighten that arm a little bit. And spread those fingers wide. You'll see that, maybe you won't see from that angle, but my arm isn't that straight. I have tightness in my wrists and my forearms from lots of things. Shake it out, find the other side. Top of the hand goes down. The ability to straighten that, this side's much better for me. Straighten that arm as you send those fingers nice and wide for 3. In and out through the nose, and 2. Big breath in. And big breath out. And then gently release that. And from that space, give those hands a little shake. Palms will face down. We'll tuck the toes and push it back, downward facing dog. And just beginning to find perhaps a little bit of movement. Letting one leg be straight while the other leg is long. Nodding the head, yes. Nodding the head, no. Softening those shoulders down the back as you send the heart space towards ankles or thighs. On your inhale, take it out into a plank pose. We'll take the shoulders over the wrists, reaching through the heels. The gaze goes out in front. And on the exhale, push it back, downward facing dog. Breath in. And breath out. Inhale, take it out, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, begin to push it back, hips towards heels, downward facing dog. And one more time, inhale, draw it out, shoulders over wrists. And exhale, soften the knees down, soften the chin, soften the chest. And from that space, taking those hands right up underneath those shoulders, tops of the feet go down. Inhale, lift that heart. Gaze goes right out in front. Exhale, soften it down. This time, floating those hands, picking the shoulders up off the back, begin to lift the heart. And exhale, soften it down. And then take those hands right up off the mat. And it's like you've got little eggs underneath your palms. So just fingertips touching, elbows knit back towards the ribs, and legs reaching towards the walls behind you. Inhale, lift that heart for 3. And 2. And exhale, begin to soften it back down. Hands come up underneath your shoulders. Inhale up into a plank pose. Exhale, push it back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. And deep breath out. Inhale. And exhale. And from that space, begin to walk those feet, itty bitty baby steps, all the way up to the front of the mat. And then grab those elbows and hang. And you're just nodding the head yes. You're nodding the head no. Beginning to shift that weight forward to the front part of the foot. Other forearm comes underneath and same, nodding it yes. Nodding it no. And gently releasing those palms down towards the earth. And just begin to re-articulate that spine all the way up to standing. Taking those shoulders up towards the ears, softening them down the back, bringing the big toes to touch at the front of your mat. Legs are strong, palms are at your sides. And on your inhale, let those arms rise up. On your exhale, take your right hand down and let your left arm reach up towards the sky. Left heel will reach down. Inhale, both arms are rising. And exhale, left hand goes down, right hand comes high. Spin the chest and the belly up. Inhale, gaze goes up. Exhale, big forward fold. Inhale, nice and long in the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back. Inhale, find your plank pose. Exhale, knees go first, chin and chest are second. Tops of the feet go down, they reach towards the walls behind you. Inhale, baby cobra, watch those shoulders, knit them away from your ears. And exhale, push it back, downward facing dog, breath in. And breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Through the nose, fills it up. Through the nose, lets it go. Inhale, way up high to those toes, huh? Exhale, bend the knees. You can step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, long in that spine. Exhale, soften over those legs. And inhale, root down as you rise up. Big open heart. And exhale, hands come to heart center. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, right hand down, left hand high, left heel down, gaze is up. Inhale, arms are rising. Exhale, left hand goes down, right hand comes high, gaze is up. Unless that hurts your neck, of course. And then inhale, arms rising. Exhale, big forward fold. Swan dive over those strong legs. Inhale, halfway lift, find the length in the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back. Inhale, find your plank pose. Exhale, the knees go first, chin and the chest are second. Tops of the feet are down. We'll elbows knit back towards those ribs as we lift that heart space up. And on your exhale, push it back, downward facing dog. Breath in and breath out. Filling up through the nose, back side of the body opens up. Exhale, softening back, heels reaching towards the earth, shoulders up the back towards the tailbone as the head is heavy. Breath in. And complete breath out. And then inhale, way up high to those toes. Exhale, step or hop, find the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, begin to draw it all the way up. Reach up, breathe up. And exhale, left hand down, right hand high. Inhale, open up that side body. Send that left heel down. Take that gaze up. And inhale, both arms are rising. Exhale, left hand comes down. Right hand comes high. Side body long in 3 and 2. And we'll inhale, let both of those arms up. This time, exhale, find little cactus arms as you let that head fall back. And then inhale, let those arms rise. Exhale, find your forward fold. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back. Lower it down, knees, chin, chest, or chaturanga arms. Inhaling, the heart lifts. And exhale, we push it back, downward facing dog, breath in. And breath out. We'll inhale, let that right leg rise. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip, let it feel good. Drag that left heel down towards the earth. Inhale, square off those hips. Exhale, begin to slide it through. Find the front of your mat. Left knee is going to soften us down. And we'll inhale, let those arms rise up. Exhale, elbows soften down. It's like you're doing a lat pull down. So my elbows aren't going to go much lower than my shoulders. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, knit those shoulder blades towards each other in your backside body. Feel the space in your front side body. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, palms are going to open up. They're going to face each other. This might be enough. This is a lot. But if you want to go deeper, you're going to start to reach those arms towards the walls behind you and lift your gaze for 3. Nice job. In and out through the nose, and 2. And then we'll inhale, let those arms rise up. Exhale, take those hands down, slide your left heel off your mat. Take your right hand to the inside of your arch of your right foot. And take your left arm right up alongside your ear and spin through the chest and the belly here. We're spinning the chest and the belly up. Gaze is up. Follow the leader. Where you're looking is where you're going, folks. Big breath in. And big breath out for 3. And 2. And on the exhale, plant both those hands. Send that left heel back towards the walls behind you. We'll take left hand down, right hand high. Option to juice up that back leg and lift your left knee, but you stay where you are if that's what feels good for 3. In and out through the nose, and 2. Big breath in, guys. On the exhale, plant both of those hands and step it back. Inhale, find that plank pose. Exhale, knees, chin, chest, or you begin to shift the weight a little bit forward. So my shoulders soften a little bit forward of my wrists. And I soften my way down. So my shoulders are not lower than my elbows. And then inhale, lift the heart. And not beat yourself up if it feels awkward or you feel like you did it wrong. And exhale, push it back, downward facing dog. The chaturangas are very, very, very challenging posture. Challenging physically, and also challenging just to get it to the point where it feels really fluid. So patience and grace and acceptance. And sometimes knees, chin, chest, man, feels good too. Big breath in. And big breath out. Those inner thighs are spiraling towards the walls behind us here as we feel the low belly soften in. And the space between the index finger and thumb is grounding down into the mat. So there's a little inward rotation of the lower arm. Meanwhile, the upper arm externally rotates up into the socket. And there's your opposition, huh? There's your strength. There's your connection. On your next inhale, take that left leg up. And on the exhale, bend the knee and then open the hip. Continue to drag that right heel down. And then inhale, square it off. Take it nice and long. And on the exhale, slide it through. Find the front of your mat. Your right knee is going to soften down towards the earth. And we'll inhale, let those arms rise up. And this is great. Big breath in here. You can stick and stay here, or you've got that little bar and you're just knitting. You got like a little, you're pressing grapes in between your shoulder blades. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, little grape. Inhale, take it up. Exhale. You're gonna stick and stay here. You can bring those palms to face each other. That's like, oof, hello, shoulders. And if you want, you can be like, it's like peeling open a can, reaching those arms towards the walls behind you as you lift your heart, perhaps the gaze. Your breath is in and out for 3, expansive. And 2, breath in. And breath out. Last one here. Inhale. On the exhale, right hand comes down. Tuck those right toes under and take that left hand high. And again, if the knee down feels better, then that's where you're at. Wherever you're at is exactly where you're supposed to be, breathing in that space for 3 and 2. Breath in. On the exhale, plant both the hands. And this time we'll just take right foot to meet left. Inhale, find your halfway lift here. Exhale, peace fingers and big toes. Nice and long in the spine as you breathe in. Elbows are gonna bow out as we shift the weight forward and just let the head go. Breath in. And breath out. And if big toes feels like, girl, ain't nobody touching their toes, you got your ankles, you got your shins, you got your knees. You can fold forward, holding on to those knees, letting the elbows bow out, letting the shoulders go up the back, and just letting the head go here. Wherever you're at, it's in a space of gratitude. And this amazing machine that we get to walk around in every day that responds, it listens. Big inhale, particularly when we are listening. And exhale. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale, heel toe those feet back together. And inhale, take yourself all the way up. Big breath in. And on the exhale, hands are gonna come to heart center. And from that space, we'll sit nice and low, a little Utkatasana. Weight is in the heels, shoulders soften down the back. You can float those toes. Wherever you're at, you're breathing for 5. You can start to take your tailbone and find it sliding down, and you'll feel a connection to that midline that wasn't previous there. 4 and 3 and 2. Big breath in. On an exhale, reach those hands towards the walls behind you. Interlace the fingers and straight arms and straightish legs as you fold. Now, if the hands aren't like, you're like, ain't nobody touching their fingers, Danielle, you got a strap. You might also have a block for later. Mala mio, pero anything like this. And even if your hands do touch, sometimes it's nice to come into a forward fold a little bit wider. Feels good. So softening into that forward fold with those exhales, big breath in and big breath out. We'll bring the bend back into the knees, release the strap down if you've got it. Inhale, reach those arms up, and exhale, find that forward fold. Inhale, guys, find your halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back. Knees, chin, chest, chaturanga arms. Inhale, lift that heart. And exhale, push it back. And if at any point in time you don't need those vinyasas, you don't need chaturanga, you don't do chaturanga. You find your way into child's pose, you find your way into downward facing dog, and breathe. We'll take that left leg up, left leg, please. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend and open. And then inhale, square it off, take it nice and long, and exhale, left knee, left elbow, shoulders come over wrist. Inhale here, exhale, slide it towards the midline and begin to slide that left foot forward. We'll reach through that right heel and take that gaze up. Shoulders soften and the heart is lifting here for 3. Nice big crescent warrior and 2. Big breath in. On your exhale, find those little pull downs. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, soften it down. Inhale, lift it up. And exhale, soften it down. Inhale, reach those arms up. And exhale, open up, find warrior 2. A nice heel to arch alignment. Gaze goes out over those fingers for 3. In and out through the nose here in 2. And then from that space, we're going to inhale, reverse the triangle, left leg, left arm lengthen up. And on the exhale, arms will come out to the sides. We'll inhale out over those toes. Exhale, left hand comes down, right hand comes high. Side body's opening, steady breath in. Long lines of energy, spaciousness and grace in 3. Strength and awareness in 2. Connection. Breath in. And breath out. Big inhale here. On the exhale, listen, guys, windmill those arms down and around. Soften that right knee down towards the earth. And because I didn't do it on this side, because I'm bad, but I remembered, slide your right heel off your mat towards the left side. Left hand's going to come to the inside of that foot, and right arm is going to come right along the ear. And we're going to spin up through the chest and the belly here. And what is moving the chest and the belly up? Generally speaking, it's your head. Taking that gaze up is going to open the body up for 3. But if that feels bad in the neck, you can always leave it heavy in 2. And the option to take a block underneath that hand for a little more space, a little more connection. That feels good. Breath in. And on the exhale, plant both those hands from that space, please. Right hand goes down, left hand comes high. Big breath in here. Listen, on your exhale, you can soften that right knee down and step your left foot back, or pinky side edge of the right foot goes down and left foot stacks on top, and it's Vajrayasana. Side body open, strong, connected. This is your other option. Vajrayasana variation. Wherever you're at, breathing for 3. In and out through the nose, and 2. On the exhale, find plank. Inhale here. Exhale, if you had those knees down, left knee will stay down. Right leg will lengthen out and right hand will come high, or pinky side edge of that right foot goes down, left foot stacks on top. And what is driving you up, up, up? Your left hip. That's the money. Breath in. I feel like it's gonna fall. Breath out. It's not. For 3, my camera fell earlier. Yeah, and 2. And on the exhale, find your plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, knees, chin, chest, or shifting the weight to the balls of those toes, lowering yourself down. Inhale, heart open. And exhale, push it back, downward facing dog. Breath in. And breath out. In through the nose. And out through the nose. Breath in. And breath out. We'll take that right leg up here. Inhale. On the exhale, bend and open. On the inhale, take it nice and long. And on the exhale, knee to elbow. Hold as you breathe in. And on the exhale, set that foot down. That left heel is going to reach towards the walls behind us. And we rise up. Crescent Warrior. Breath in. Feet hip width apart here is a game changer. If you start getting like all lined up like balance beam style, it gets really, really tricky. So wiggling your way into something that feels steady, where you can breathe. Breath in. Breath out. Big inhale here. On your exhale, let's open it up. Warrior 2. Nice heel to arch alignment. Gaze goes over those fingers. And 3. In and out through the nose. And 2. Breath in. And breath out. And we'll inhale, right leg lengthening, right arm reaching up towards the sky. And on the exhale, take those arms out to the sides. Inhale, reach out over those toes. And exhale, right hand reaches down. Left hand reaches high. Side body's long, long lines of energy from the hips through the crown, through those fingertips, and into those legs. And 3. In and out through the nose. And 2. Big breath in. And big breath out. We'll go soft in that front knee. Inhale, find peace, peel it up. And on the exhale, windmill hands down and around. Spin your gaze towards the front of the mat. Left toes meet right. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale, fingers underneath those feet. So toes in the creases of your wrists, bending the knees as much as you need to. And fold. And as you close your eyes here and draw the shoulders up the back towards the tailbone, take your gaze back towards your heart. And sit in that ability to create space. And that ability to let go. And then gently begin to release that. Heel toe those feet back together. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Tadasana. Just close your eyes for a moment here. Noticing perhaps the vibrational quality of the practice in the body. Noticing the softening of the shoulders and lifting of the heart. Legs are strong, you're awake, you're alive. Big breath in. And big breath out. On your inhale, nice and low, Utkatasana. Weight is in those heels. See if you can float those toes, huh? And then from there, can you slide that tailbone under? Feel the low belly connect and breathe for 3 and 2. And then hands go behind the back. Interlace those fingers, guys. Inhale, let that heart melt open. And exhale, forward fold. Other index finger on top if you had the hands. Should feel a little awkward for 3 and 2. And then we'll take the hands to the low back. Release the strap if you've got it. Inhale, reach those arms up. And exhale, find that forward fold. Inhale, find that halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands, step or jump back. Inhale, right here in that plank pose. Exhale, knees, chin, and chest, all the way down towards the belly. From that space, with the forehead down, you're gonna take your hands towards the walls, towards your thighs, towards your toes. Palms are down. Pick your shoulders up, put them on your back. Pick your head and heart space up. Keep legs reaching down for 3. My back side of the neck is long here, so my gaze is a little bit more out in front versus up in 2. And then exhale, soften that back down. Palms go up right here to the mat. And then take it back towards your center. Palms go down. Pick those shoulders up, pick the head up, and then legs up, 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 up for 3. That gaze, that breath, that connection in 2. And then soften it back down. Left ear to the mat, palms up. Breath in. And breath out. And then bring it back towards your center. Take those hands right up underneath your shoulders. Inhale, draw yourself up into your tabletop. Exhale, walk those hands all the way over to the left side. Maybe even look for your left shoulder. And then just sit those hips back. Maybe right hand grabs left wrist. And then inhale, bring it all the way up. Exhale, otro lado. Big breath in here. And push those hips back. Grab your other wrist. Left hand grabs right wrist. And then inhale, bring it all the way back up. And exhale, plant those hands and tuck those toes and push it back, downward facing dog. Breath in. And breath out. You know, that's really in my business right now. Inhale. And exhale. And then from that space on your inhale, take your left leg long. On your exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. If you have a flip dog as a part of your program here, you can take left foot behind a straight right leg and begin to lift the heart and take that left arm right overhead for 3. If not, left leg is rising and bending, knee is bent, hip is open in 2. And on an exhale, take your left hand down. Inhale, take your left leg up. And on your exhale, begin to slide that left foot through. Spin your right heel down and we will windmill those arms up. Warrior 2. Nice heel to arch alignment. Gaze out over those fingers. Breath in. Rib cage and belly in. Inner knee towards outer knee in 2. On your inhale, reverse your triangle. Take it all the way up. And on your exhale, take those arms out to the side. Option number 1 is going to be Trikonasana. You're going to reach out in front. Left hand goes down, right hand comes high. Option number 2, you're going to take your right hand to your right hip. Got a little bit of softness in your left knee and begin to walk that left hand forward. Woo. Pluck your right leg up off the mat. Left hand is going to be underneath left shoulder. Right toes are going to be dorsiflexed. And maybe that right hand comes high. And in this space, you find balance. You find breath. You find connection. And you begin to really sense it and feel it and sit in that ability to create the space, to create the strength. Big inhale. And big exhale. We're going to go soft in that front knee if you're in your Trikonasana or if you're in your Ardha Chandrasana. And find peaceful warrior. Let that left arm rise. And on your exhale, left elbow towards left knee. Right arm, we'll take it up to start. Begin to bend your right elbow and slide right hand behind left low back, or even crawl that hand all the way onto the top of that left thigh. And just a half bound side angle pose for 3. If you want a little more challenge, you can always take that left arm out towards the front of your mat. And 2, big breath in. Happy fingers, big breath out. On your inhale, peel it all the way up, reverse that triangle, keep that wrap. And on the exhale, turn those toes towards the right side of your mat. From that space, we'll take those hands towards the hips. Take a big breath in, and on your exhale, begin to fold. And you can take those hands, begin to walk them back towards your feet. Squeeze those elbows towards each other. Let that head go. Option to slide blocks underneath those hands. Again, in this space, we find shoulders going up the back towards the tailbone as the neck is long and the head is heavy. The breath is smooth and intentional. Big inhale. And big exhale. Breath in. And breath out. One more here, guys. In through the nose and out through the nose. And then on that inhale, find yourself a little halfway lift here. On your exhale, take your left hand down, slide that right hand high. My hand is right up underneath my shoulder. Again, a block underneath left hand is an option to create a little more arm length. And on your exhale, release that. Inhale, long in that spine from tailbone to crown. Exhale, right hand comes down, other hand comes high in 3, You're in and out through the nose and 2. Breath in. And big breath out. And from that space, begin to walk those hands all the way to the back of the mat. We'll let the hips sink and the left toes peel. Skandasana. And this might look different for you. If my knee, which I've had knees that were like, ain't happening, mama. I might be here. Wherever you're at, breath and grace. On an inhale, take it up. And on your exhale, to the other side, right toes up, left hips soften down. And some people teach this with the pinky side edge of the foot down. Some people act like the heel's got to be down. I think it's got to feel good. I think if it's feeling good, you're going to be more in it, more conscious and more aware. So, and then from that space, bring it all the way to the front of the mat. Walk the left foot all the way out to the left. And we're going to do some, I think they might be called like mountain climbers. What's going on here? My battery is 10%. We're still here. Okay. We're not doing mountain climbers. My batteries. Yeah, we are. Okay. So big breath in. You can stay here and just step your left foot back and bring your right foot out in front. Or you can stay here, take a big breath in. And you can stay here. You ain't got nothing. Or stay here, take a big breath in and exhale. Hop it. Big breath in, exhale. Hop it. In and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. Left foot to the front of your mat. And from that space, right foot's going to meet it. Heels in, toes out. Yogi squat. Hands to your heart. Soften through the shoulders in 3. In and out through the nose in 2. Take those hands down. Take those hips high. Heel toe those feet all the way together. Inhale, bring it all the way up. And exhale. Hands come to heart. Inhale, reach up, guys. Exhale, Utkatasana. Soften through the shoulders, lift through the heart. Take a big breath in here. And on your exhale, take left hand to the front, right hand to the back. Weight is in those heels. Inhale, stay nice and low. Exhale, right hand to the front, left hand to the back. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, plant those hands. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back. Inhale, nice and long in the spine. Exhale, knees, chin, chest. Tops of those feet go down. We'll let that heart lift up, whatever that means for you. And on your exhale, push it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, take left leg, right leg, up. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Big breath in here. You stick and stay here. Take that right foot behind a straight left leg. Lift up through the heart space. Reach right arm towards the front of the mat in 3 and 2. And on an exhale, right hand comes down. Inhale, right leg's rising. Exhale, slide it through. Find the front of your mat. Left heel's going to spin you down. Windmill those arms up and around. Find that warrior 2. Sit nice and low in 3. In and out through the nose in 2. On an inhale, reverse your triangle. Right arm and right leg lengthen up. On your exhale, it's Trikonasana. As you reach out in front, right hand down, left hand high. Or left hand comes to left hip. You start to go soft in that front leg. Walk that right leg, right hand out in front. Begin to lengthen out through that left leg as you reach it towards the walls behind you. Dorsiflex those toes. And if you fall down, you get back up for 3. Woo! In and out through the nose in 2. And the weeble wobble, that's a part of the program here. It's a part of the program whether you're on your mat or on your mat, off your mat. We're just weebling and wobbling through the world for 3. and 2, and then softness in that front knee. We stand down, whether you're in your Trikonasana or your Ardha Chandrasana. Inhale, find peace, peel it up. And exhale, side angle pose. Elbow can soften towards knee, left hand comes high. Big breath in here. We'll bend the left elbow and slide it behind the right low back or on top of right thigh. And just opening through the front of that shoulder. Option to stick and stay or find your happy fingers. Your offering of gratitude or platter of right hip for 3 in your hands. In 2, breath in and breath out. We'll inhale, go straight and strong, right leg, right arm, take it up. Exhale, take those arms out to the side, flip those right toes towards the left side of your mat. Hands at your hips, keeping them there as we squeeze those elbows back like you've got the grape. You're making wine, and start to find your fold. Elbows up towards the sky, shoulders up towards the back, head is heavy, neck is long. You can begin to slide a little bit more weight into perhaps the front of that foot. Steady in and out for 3. In and out through the nose in 2. And then with the hands underneath the shoulders, inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale, walk those hands all the way to your left foot. Right hand's gonna come down, left hand's gonna come high, and it's a big old twist. Option to put a block underneath that hand always. And exhale, walk it to the front of your mat. Left hand comes down, right hand comes high. This is quite the view. Sorry, I can't help it. Ay, ay, ay. Big breath in. And big breath out. And then walk it all the way to the back of the mat. Let the hips soften down. Heart lifts up. Option here, left hand goes down, right hand comes high. Hands can come to heart. Arms can reach out in front. All the options. And then from that space, hands come down, hips come up. Big breath in. On an exhale, take it towards the front of your mat. Left toes are rising. Hands come to heart. Hands reach out, right hand down, left hand high, all the options. Wherever you're at, breathe for 3 and 2. And then we'll take those hands down, take those hips high, and we got 5 more breaths of these mountain climbers, monkey hops, torture chambers, depends, whatever you want. You can stay here and just walk it, or you're breathing and moving. Inhale, exhale, think booty up, leg switch. Inhale, exhale, booty up, leg switch. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more, in and out and in and out. And then from that space, step it back. Inhale, take it out into your plank pose. Exhale, take it all the way down towards your belly. From that space, we'll take that left arm out in front. Right heel's gonna come towards you. Outside edge of the foot is your handle, and it's up, 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 and away for 3. And again, my gaze right out in front of my mat, so the back of the neck is long, and I almost am telling you this to remind myself, because this is the urge, right? And 2, and exhale, release. Other hand back, other heel in, other arm out. Inhale, everything up in 3. In and out through the nose in 2. And exhale, soften that down. Left ear down, palms up. So we're gonna go into full bow here. You're gonna come back onto your belly. Those heels are gonna come towards you. You're gonna get the outside edges of those feet and kick up. But if that's too much, coming onto your butt and finding a bridge pose, or if it's too much and you're like, and this is not the name of the game right now, it's just here. Superman, Superwoman, flying, wherever you're at, outside edges of those feet, breathing and kicking, arms and legs reaching out, breathing and reaching for 3 and 2, breath in, and then soften it down, breath out. Palms up, other ear to the mat. And from that space, walk those hands back underneath your hip or your shoulders. Hello. Bring it up. Cross the ankles. Take your legs out in front. And from that space, inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, find your fold. Big breath in. And big breath out. And gently beginning to walk it back. We'll take the left heel towards the right side of your mat. Your left shin is going to be parallel. Your right shin is going to be parallel with the right side of your mat. My heel and my knee are lined up. It's called a 90-90. 90-degree bend in my left knee, 90-degree bend in my right knee. I'm pretty heavily leaning onto my left hip right now. And a lot of times you'll feel this in your right low back. That's great. You can stick and stay here. This is a stretch. This is a beautiful movement. It's a beautiful space to sit and breathe. But if you want, you can start to walk those hands out in front. You can walk them to the left. You can walk them to the right. More importantly, those inhales and those exhales. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And we'll inhale, bring it up. Exhale, just move it straight away to the other side. I'm running out of battery, which is great because that means I have to keep the class short, which was the whole idea. Okay? So right shin out in front, parallel with the front of your mat. Left shin, I'm going to come at you like this so you can get this view, sorry. Or scoot back a little. Yeah. Right shin, left shin parallel with the left side of your mat, 90-90, and I'm on my right hip pretty heavily here. This is great. You can stick and stay, or out in front. And you're breathing. And you notice those exhales. The same thing, the same ability to let go here on our mats with those exhales happens when we're not on our mats. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then gently draw yourself back up. Take those legs out nice and long in front, reaching through those arms and lowering yourself down onto your back. And from that space, happy baby pose, outside edges of the feet are your handles. You're rolling yourself from left to right, massaging that low back. Yeah. And then bringing those knees together, arms come out to the side, breath in, on an exhale, drop those legs over to your right, slide your gaze over to your left. Inhale, bring it back towards your center. Exhale, take it to the other side. Soften your gaze over your other shoulder. And then inhale, bring it back towards your center. Draw those knees in towards your chest. Wrap your forearms around your shins. Give your knees kisses because they do good things for you every day. Big breath in. And on your exhale, heels in, toes up, palms up. Maybe even take those shoulders and pick them up and walk them down towards your backside body. And be in the softness. Be in the ability to let go. Just sitting in that silence. Sitting in that awareness. Taking a moment to listen here. Letting all the benefits of the practice soften in. You're welcome to stay here in Shavasana. Actually recommend it, but if you need to get the show on the road, beginning to find movement, toes, fingers, ankles, wrists. Letting those arms reach towards the walls behind you, those legs long. Drawing the knees up and towards the chest, rolling over to your right side for a few breaths there. Yourself up into a comfortable seat. Sitting up nice and tall. Taking those hands to the heart. Noticing any differences, coming back to intentions that you set at the beginning of class. And a gesture of gratitude for this practice, for the space, for the time, for the body, for the ability to connect through internet, videos, and headphones, and all the good stuff. Namaste. Thank you so much. It's been a long time, but I'm back, baby.